Good evening, and welcome to the Foxboro Zoning Board of Appeals, April 18, 2024 meeting. This meeting and the public hearing that we will be conducting is being broadcast and recorded by Foxboro Cable Access. The time being 7:00 p.m., Scott Williams seeks a special permit pursuant to Section 3.1.6, Table 3-1, Table of Uses, Use L5, of the Code of the Town of Foxboro, Massachusetts, Chapter 275 zoning, to construct a detached garage that has a footprint larger than 625 square feet and exceeds 21 feet in height. Subject property is located at 282 Central Street, Foxboro, Massachusetts, in the R40 Residential and Agricultural District, and is not in any restrictive overlay district. You'll need to come up where the microphones are, so
Okay.
the folks on cable access can hear you, and so Mr. Shippey can hear you.
Okay. My name's Scott Williams. I'm here with my wife, Marie. We've lived in town since 1977, same house. So we've been here quite a long time. I'm looking for a special permit to build, in particular, a 22 by 32 carriage barn that has a 10 by 32 enclosed lean-to. It's a long dream to build a post and beam barn or garage. So the purpose and what I want to use it for, I want something versatile and large enough to be useful. I want a two-bay garage that I can fit the truck in and the Chrysler. It won't always be in there, but it's the last few years, there hasn't been many large snowstorms, but if we go back to the blizzard of '78, I definitely want something that I could put my vehicles in. I'd like storage for my tractors. I have a large garden in the back, so I have rototillers, lawnmowers, and I'll probably have a small workshop in there, which with the drill press and table saw, because I have them. Next page shows the tractors that I do store, that I would be storing in there, and a couple pictures of the garden. It's a big garden, requires a bigger barn. So that's some of the vegetables and flowers we grow. When I first had a garden, I only would plant vegetables, but now that I have bees, I plant probably more flowers than I do vegetables anymore. So I'm a beekeeper. I've been studying at Cornell for the last couple of years. I'm hoping to finish up this summer. I'm a mentor for other beekeepers, and I'd like to move my honey extraction and frame uncapping. That's one of the big uses I want for the barn. So next picture shows it's kind of messy situation. When honey gets around, you're inundated with bees. They come in the house, you wait at night, the bees don't fly at night, so it's much safer then. That's a bee's view of my garden. A lot of this revolves around what I'm doing with the bees in the garden. I also do soap making. It's kind of went along with the beekeeping at the beginning, and it's a little bit of a messy process. I do it outside now. There's lye involved and fumes. I can't really do it in the house, but I would be able to do it in the barn. So that's another use that I want for the barn. It's the other one that just shows the soap. I didn't have any pictures of actually making the soap. I do it only once a year. So the existing regulation is 625 square feet. That would be a garage or barn that's 25 by 25, which I think is a pretty small garage and 21 feet high. The kit that I'm looking at is actually 21 feet, 11 and a half inches, so that's over by less than a foot. It's 32 by 32, so it's quite a bit over the 625 limit. But 320 square feet of that is just shortened out the back. It's a covered extension. So the proposed location, I had a survey done just a couple of weeks ago, and I had options, several different places. I wasn't sure where I wanted to put it. I have a long driveway, and some of the cars are parked in front of the house, so I was gonna put it on that side corner of the yard so you can pull into the driveway there. Or I ended up putting it right here, which is at the end of the driveway, so you can pull into it from there. Shows my garden area. There's plenty of room for setbacks in all directions. It's a big yard. I don't really consider this a real big barn. The reason I need a waiver is it comes as a kit. It's not, I can't really alter these dimensions. You know, I could get different kits or different things, but main reason is I really like this kit. It looks great. It's, I went down where they build them, where they put them together, and it's something I'm really looking forward to putting together. Plan on retiring in the not too distant future, so this is something as a project for retirement. It's just something I've been looking forward to, and the best time would have been 20 years ago, but the next best time is now. So that's what I'm looking for. So I appreciate your consideration.
So let me ask you a couple of questions. So this area in here,
Yes.
that's the 22 by 32, correct?
Yes.
And this sort of,
That's a 10 by 32, the extension on the back. It's basically, they're calling it a covered extension.
okay.
That's
So
how they word it,
So the total footprint
is
for the structure is
it's
10
32 by 32.
Okay, fair enough.
But it goes up to the second floor, which is a loft-type area,
Yeah.
is only, that's a 22 by 32.
And you're going to use the loft area for what, just for storage?
For storage, for, who knows down the road,
Mm-hmm.
right? But the barn isn't heated, it's not insulated. It's, you know, it's for three-season use, basically, or
Mm-hmm.
to keep the vehicles in cold snow.
Mm-hmm.
Do you intend to have water in the garage?
Well, I have a hose right near there. I'd love to have, I don't know, I will have a rinse station of some type. I don't know if it's hoses or whatever, because you have to rinse off the beekeeping equipment. You know, so it's,
Because we typically don't allow running water into the garages.
it's,
And one of our, concerns with oversized garages is they, look like and can be converted into residential space, which
right.
is impermissible. So
Well, that's the other reason I put it close to the back. I have a lot of room in the front that I was gonna put it there, but that would look like an apartment or something like that. You know, I see places going up on town, less area than my own, that they put 8 condos on. You know, so it's, I like the privacy, I like the room, you know,
What is the size of the lot?
it's 1.6 acres.
1.6, all right.
The house is set way back.
It's,
Yeah.
all the other houses on the street are closer to the street. And at one point, before I bought the house, there's a foundation at the front of my yard, so it would have been the same as everybody else, but in the 50s, someone tore down that house and built mine in the back. So it's more in the center of the property. When I moved there, there was cows and horses in the property out back, you know, it's pretty farm-type area. It's still not built up.
So for the bee extraction and the soap making, you do need water, but
I
you
do.
can accommodate that by means of a hose as opposed to...
Hose or a rinse station, you know,
Okay.
I would love a farmer's sink of that type or something, but you'd have to shut it off in the winter and,
Okay.
you know, but honey is very sticky and, and if you leave it there, the bees will be right back.
Okay. You're planning on putting this on a slab?
It won't be a slab, it'll be a full foundation
Mm-hmm.
that's, you know, with a frost wall and then a slab poured afterwards. Which I will, They want 30% down to build this, to get the real detailed plans, you know, with the foundation.
So it'll be, are you gonna use the foundation, like it's got, like a basement area?
Oh, no, it's a slab, yeah, it'll be,
slab,
but they
okay.
put a footing in with
Yeah, sure, okay, footing.
a footing, and then, you know, they pour in the slab afterwards, I
Right,
guess.
okay.
So it's not technically a slab that you come and put it on afterwards. It'll have, be deep enough for a frost wall to support it.
Okay.
Kim, questions?
Yes, what are your plans for, if any, for electricity?
Well, I'm sure that's gonna come down the road. I haven't been in a garage that doesn't have some. I would hope to get like a 100 amp service at some point. You know, but like I say, this is a retirement project that I would not do that all at once. It's gonna be a retirement project for,
Okay.
you know, for extraction equipment. It's a hand rotator. There's not much electricity for, but if I'm gonna get a table saw or drill press in there, you know, which I have those things, I would just move them out to there. So I will get electricity there at some point.
Okay. And
That was one of the reasons I might have wanted to put it in the front of the yard, because my power and a telephone pole comes down the left side of my yard.
Okay.
And power is right there, there's a telephone pole, but it'll block some of the view of my house and kind of like the setback.
Okay. So any plans on, it's called three-phase, right? Is that what it is?
Three-phase, yes, I know.
Three-phase, yeah.
I have a machine shop, I own a machine shop, and I have
Okay.
three-phase there, but that's in North Attleboro, my shop. I
Okay,
do not
good.
plan on bringing three-phase
So
equipment
no
there.
three-phase, okay.
Okay.
Okay, and
So
then,
in other words, single phase would be sufficient?
Yes.
Okay.
okay. Do you know what the side yard setback is from where you're thinking? I don't
It
see
says here
unless-
on the,
Did I miss
Yeah, it's
it?
on the,
it's on,
Oh, I missed it, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, 23.
no, he
My
meets all the
apologies.
dimensional.
Okay, I
Yeah.
apologize. I missed that. And then, what do you do with the, any plans to use this for commercial purposes?
None.
Okay,
I don't sell honey or soap. It's
okay.
a great gift. It's,
So they're just hobbies?
yes,
Okay.
along with the garden, which is, see the picture there, it's a pretty big garden. I got a 1953 tractor, and I've been using it for, I got it probably in 1980 or something, so rather than a hand garden, I do a tractor garden.
We've seen some old tractors elsewhere in town, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
You don't plan on storing any other old, broken out equipment?
No
Oh, I attempt to
excavator.
be a hoarder sometimes, you know. Where he says my side of the yard has all this farm equipment on it, which I will not be putting in the barn.
No, I would like to say that thank you for putting together such a complete package. This is great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I was
very,
hoping to
very
be able
rare.
to do it, you know, I got it a couple of weeks ago, and I was hoping to be able to do it through Zoom, because I'm gonna have to do this for beekeeping anyhow, so this is my first attempt.
Very good.
How many bee, like, hives or whatever,
I have-
colonies do you have, or what do you?
Well, I have 3 right now, there'll be 2 more over the last, since 2011, I have about 4.
And
I've
how
had
many,
4 since then.
how many bees live in one of those things? Just out of
Well, in the
curiosity.
heat of the summer, there's probably 100,000 in each of them.
Really? Wow, that many.
It's, yes. And
And do
over
they
the winter, when
hibernate
you come
in-
through, like right now, there's probably 10,000 in each of them. They're just
Are-
coming out for the winter, and it's quite a bit to keep them alive over the winter, which I hadn't been really successful at until I've been taking more courses.
Do they survive outside in the wintertime, or do they hibernate or something, or?
They don't hibernate, but they kind of slow down. They,
Yeah, we all do, yeah,
yeah, when it's cold in the winter, they cluster,
yeah, okay.
and they
They-
become in a ball, and the outside bees keep the inside ones warm.
So the honey production is seasonal?
It's seasonal. There's 2 or 3 months where you get honey. You know, it'll start in May. You know, they're starting to build up now. They're bringing in pollen. It's what happened was last month it got warm, and they came out, and I actually lost one of the hives because they can't recluster when it get cold again.
Oh, okay, all right.
So there have to be enough bees to get into the winter so they can survive those warmer periods.
All set?
I'm all set for questions, yes, thank you.
Eric, any questions?
Just to follow up on Kim's question about the commercial use, and that's true for all for the soap And for the vegetables and flowers, it's all hobbies?
Well, at one point, you saw that picture of sunflowers. We used to put them at the end of the driveway for an honor system, put some, the sunflowers, she was known as the sunflower lady for, put them out at the end of the driveway for Solomon lots. But that's, we don't consider that commercial, let's just get rid of some of the extra ones.
Nice. And they asked all the same questions I had, so.
I don't have any other questions.
No other questions.
The kit is what? It's like, it looks like a barn, so it's like a clapboard or,
Post and beam.
It's post and beam.
okay. Is there any problem with painting in the same color as the house?
No?
Okay.
No, you can even put siding on it. I haven't 100% decided on the outside what I'm gonna, because you have your choice of clapboard or what's it called, board and batten, which I'll probably go with for. You just put up a fence in front of the pool that you can see from the front yard, and it's all wood fence, because I'm not too into the white fences that everybody's putting up. So this would match this on the other side of the house.
Scott, any questions?
No, not at this time. Just like to elaborate that because the size of the structure, it will need Mr. Williams said a full foundation, garage foundation with frost wall, and there's a slab on it. So that is a requirement. Any structure over 500 square feet requires that
If that's,
under building code.
it's all in the plan.
Okay.
Yep, I saw it. It's a very nice plan.
All right, so any other questions? Then we'll close the public portion of the hearing.
Motion to close the public portion of the hearing?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
I neglected to say at the beginning, even though there are 5 of us here, we all ask questions and comments, et cetera, only Lorraine, Kim, and I are the voting members. And in order to approve it, it has to be unanimous, okay?
Okay.
So, we've done this many times. I think the thing that really I like, despite the size, is that the fact that it's so far back on the property, that, it's not obtrusive. It doesn't appear as if there's a cluster of homes, at the front of the property. So this is the fact that there's so much depth there on a sizable piece of property. I have no problem with the size of the structure. Kim?
I totally agree.
And Lorraine?
I totally agree.
Kurt?
Setback, nice.
Yeah, I agree that it's, keeping it in context with the neighborhood. It's, the lot can support it, and, yeah, I agree.
Eric?
Agreed as well.
So we typically have a number of conditions that we impose that are pretty standard with garages of this nature. So Kim, why don't we do this? Why don't you make a motion and read the conditions?
Okay, so I move that we approve the application as presented with the following conditions. Number 1, the proposed garage shall be a detached structure with dimensions that shall not exceed 32 feet by 32 feet and a footprint of 1,024 square feet, and shall not exceed 23 feet in height from grade to the highest point of the structure. Number 2, the construction and design of the proposed garage shall be in accordance with the proposed garage plans. Number 3, the proposed garage shall be situated on the subject property as set forth in the subject property plan. Number 4, the proposed garage shall be constructed of exterior materials that are of comparable type and color as the exterior materials with which the subject property dwelling is constructed. Let me see, number 5, the proposed garage shall be used solely to garage motor vehicles and store personal property. Number 6, the proposed garage shall not be used for any business or commercial activities and shall be not used for residential dwelling purposes. Number 7, running water to and within the proposed garage is prohibited. Number 8, electricity service within the proposed garage shall be restricted to single-phase electric service. Number 9, spotlights on the proposed garage and pole lights on the subject property that lead to or are outside the proposed garage are prohibited.
What was that, I'm sorry?
Spotlights on the proposed garage and pole lights on the subject property that lead to or are outside the proposed garage are prohibited.
There's no lights outside the garage?
No, spotlights, pole lamps, things of that nature. I mean, if you want to have a security light, no problem with that, an overhead light, no problem with that, but we don't want spotlights to illuminate the entire structure.
Okay, but there's lights in front of the driveway when you pull in the driveway for, okay.
Number 10, storage of combustible or hazardous materials within or outside the proposed garage, including gasoline and used motor oil in excess of 5 gallons, is prohibited. And the last, number 11, the interior of the proposed...
Skip that, Kim.
Oh, I'm
Sorry.
skipping that one, okay. Oh, yeah, that one doesn't apply to this.
Second.
Okay, anything else? Okay, all in favor? Okay, we'll draft a decision, probably signed by the end of next week, and you'll need to file that in the Registry of Deeds.
Well, it's the
And,
town clerk.
I'm sorry?
I file it, the town
Yeah,
clerk's
Diana will
office.
file with the town clerk. There's a 20-day appeal period that starts with the filing with the town clerk. After
Okay.
that runs, you'll need to file the decision with the Registry of Deeds and provide a copy of that to Mr. Shippey when you apply for your building permit.
Okay.
Okay, if you have any
What was
questions?
11?
Oh,
It
No,
didn't
I-
apply?
no,
I
it,
just got number 11.
no, it
No,
did not,
no.
no, no.
That's gone.
Okay,
Okay, if you have any questions, just give Diana a call or Mr. Shippey a call.
okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Once-
Thank
Once
you.
they sign it all, I send you a copy too,
Okay.
and then
Do
after
you-
20 days.
So I'm thinking there's like a 6-month delay for before I can get all these parts, but I didn't want to invest $25,000, but they can get final plans for, and all that there until I
The
get permission.
decision's good for 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We should post this to the town's website saying this is how you come in prepared,
Yeah.
you know, for,
So, minutes from our last meeting. Any questions, comments? Motion to approve?
I move that we approve the minutes from the last meeting.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. We will have a meeting in May.
Okay.
Frank Spillane has told me that he will be filing for a special permit for the blue building that you can see right out there on
Okay.
South Street.
Okay.
Okay? I just want to confirm on the board reappointments. Eric, yes?
Yes.
Okay, Kurt?
will I be here, is that what you're saying?
No, reappointment,
Oh, yes, yes.
and you'll, unless Kim's going to change her mind and stay with us.
No.
No? Appointment to Kim's position?
Yeah, is next month Kim's last month, last
Yeah.
month?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm going to probably send a letter to the select board early in May.
I'm gonna make a motion that after next month's meeting, we all come to my place, have a drink in my bar. And, okay?
You should,
All in favor?
Yes.
you should do that after the public hearing. 'Cause you may get people you don't want there.
That's fine.
It's open for everyone.
I did speak with an individual about an appointment. Unfortunately, she said no. You know, her professional experience would have been perfect, because she's a retired town engineer.
Oh, great.
So it would have been excellent background and, you know, just the kinds of things that she went through in the town of Walpole over the years, but she,
Are we still on TV?
yeah, but she said no. So if anybody can think of anybody, you know, let me know.
You'll get me reappointed too.
No, you're not up.
Am I up?
No, it's just Kim.
Oh, okay.
And so do I need to go and get reappointed in May?
So what I'll do is I'll send the selectmen a letter, select board a letter, and hopefully what they'll do is just appoint you into Kim's position,
Okay.
you know, without having to talk with you or anything of that nature. So hopefully it'll just be routine. That's the way it's, you know, it's been, well, it hasn't always been that way in the past, but last couple of times it's been that way.
Okay.
That's all I got.
And there's an election in what, the 6th of May?
6th of May, yeah.
So how soon after that does the select board turnover?
That night.
Oh, is it that night, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, depending on what happens.
Well, I know if there was like a term that they,
It'll be the next day for them.
oh, really?
The
Okay.
first Monday is the election, the second Monday is town meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When's our meeting?
It's the
16th.
third
18th,
16.
That was
16th,
the
16th.
right?
yeah,
Thursday.
So that would be a week and a half after the election.
yeah. And then what they'll probably do is, I'm guessing the week after that is when they'll do the appointments, which will take effect in June.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Wow.
Motion to adjourn?
I move that we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.